With the first couple of days under our belt and with the blessings of the buffalo, this week leads into my birthday and the start of a new job. Plus, I'm not going to waste any time doing two of my favorite things in Custer State Park.
Well, Lindsay doesn't know it yet, but it's her birthday.
What? It's my birthday?
HBT.
HBD?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lindsay.
Thank you.
How old
I'm 28.
are you?
28.
You live in a zoo. You do live in a zoo.
I do. Yeah, we live in a zoo.
28 years old. Good for you. I'm 42.
Oh, you robbing the cradle.
Yeah. Calling a Leonardo DiCaprio here. Today is Lindsay's birthday. If you don't know anything about Lindsay and her birthday, she doesn't just get a birthday, she gets a birthday month. And it usually starts the last week or so of June and goes through the middle of July, a little bit beyond. She always gets fireworks for her birthday because her birthday is July 3rd. So there's bound to be fireworks tonight. But it's great. And Lindsay told you how old she is. I don't know how old she is. I just know she's younger than me. She doesn't have gray in her beard like I do.
I have gray in my hair.
So
I ain't showing it.
So today I do work. I was able to switch a shift around, so I'm working in the morning, which is not my favorite shift so far. But what that does allow me to do is to be home from a baby girl. So I'm going to go to work, and then we're going to go find something fun to do for her birthday.
Yay! What are we going to do for my birthday? I have no idea.
We're going to find some food.
Yep, food. Eat food.
We're going to forage.
Forage.
We're going to forage in the local communities.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So that's the plan of the day. Of course, you're coming along with us because that's what we do. We bring you along in our life, and this is exciting. We left Florida 1 week ago today, which is crazy. We've like life has changed so much in just a week, but that's how life on the road works. Things will slow down for us a little bit once we start getting used to being here, but in the meantime, I'm going to carry on with the new schedule and the new routines, and that includes getting my poor sweet dogs outside so they can go potty.
All dressed up and know where to go.
Don't always get purdied up, but when I do, I wear my linen pants and a t-shirt.
I wear my linen pants too.
I don't know, I'm talking all southern.
Linen pants. Woohoo! Where's yours?
Woohoo! Birthday girl going on birthday dinner?
Yep, I found a place in Hill City that looks really good. It's Asian. It's new. Opened last year, so I'm going to go try it out. It's got great reviews. Sounds good, right?
You like your Thai?
I do. I love Thai food.
So we're going to try to find Thai food there.
Yep.
Spicy.
No, not spicy.
Thai spicy.
I know.
Thai hot. That's what I'm getting. Thai hot.
Okay, you can get that.
I'm going to cry. I want my brain to drip out of my nose.
I don't know if they do all that. I mean, it's Asian fusion.
Okay.
So
it's also in South
I mean,
Dakota.
yeah,
so.
this is South Dakota. So, all right, let's go check it out.
One of the nice things, maybe not so nice things about living in the woods is our neighborhood is about a 20-minute drive to get to anywhere. And it's a beautiful 20-minute drive, which is why it's great, but it can also be a little bit of an inconvenience. So where we're going to Hill City is about 45 minutes away. We're going to take the scenic route, but to get to the scenic route, we got to do that 20 minutes of neighborhood driving. It's pretty cool when you drive through the neighborhood and you might see bison, deer, elk, what else? Oh, chippies. We call them chippies, or chippy chips.
Gets the dogs all excited.
Because the dogs, yeah, they get all spooled up. So we have to spell things out sometimes for the dogs. They're too smart. But this drive is just absolutely beautiful to get through the neighborhood. And yeah, that's where we're headed.
So we are taking the scenic route to Hill City. And by scenic route, I mean we are taking the very famous Needles Highway to get up to Hill City. Basically, you just take half of it. I wouldn't call it a shortcut because it is a scenic route. It's a longer way, but it's the prettiest way. And recently a storm just blew through. It missed us, thank goodness, but there is hail, like piles of hail all over the side of the road, like so much of it that it looks like snow. But we learned from last year, we had a hailstorm come through where it just rained down small, like, you know, very small pieces of hail, but tons of it, where it just piles up on the side of the road, and it's so thick that it looks like snow. And we're like, oh, there's snow on the side of the road, but we're like, no, there's no way. And then you go and you pick it up, and it's just little pieces of ice, and it's all over the side of the road.
Let's remind everybody what day this is and what month it is.
Oh, it's my birthday,
Yeah.
which is July 3rd.
Okay, so there's
This is July.
big chunks of hail. It looks like snow on the ground. It looks like snow, and it's 61 degrees right now.
Yeah, in July.
In July, which is one part of the reason why we like this place is the temperatures are great in summer. But two, what the heck is all this hail doing? Just chilling out. Literally, it'll be there for a day, maybe even more.
Probably,
Just
especially
like
in the
snow on the
shade.
ground.
The menu at Lemongrass, it's an Asian fusion style. They have a bunch of different things from dumplings and satays to burgers and steak sandwiches. But we were really craving some really good Asian food. So we were undecided between the chicken curry, which I heard was really good, the chicken satays with a peanut butter sauce, and the steak fried rice. And we ended up going with the chicken satay and the steak fried rice, and it was delicious. The steak and the fried rice was cooked perfectly, and I would say the chicken satays were my favorite. The peanut butter sauce was so good. And we also ordered the chicken and lemongrass dumplings, which were also wonderful as well, and it came with a dipping sauce. Very delicious.
While we're at one restaurant, we just called another because we know where the best desserts are in Hill City. That's at the Alpine Inn, and Lindsay loves her tiramisu that she gets there. I think it's because I just read it's got alcohol in it.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna head over there after this.
I'm freezing, Mr. Bigglesworth.
It's freaking freezing, Mr.
Freaking
Bigglesworth.
freezing.
It's freaking freezing, Mr. Bigglesworth. That's the line. Not I'm freezing.
Look. Here we go.
It's cold. It's 55 degrees right now.
Oh my gosh.
And windy.
We left 100-degree Florida.
And we went to winter.
And we went to winter, yeah. Okay. So we are back home, and it was cold. So we got the heater going. You can see we got our little space heater going. Sorry. Our floor is a mess. And about to open up this goodie bag of desserts I got sitting on the stove here. I am excited to eat that. I got tiramisu, and Chris got a chocolate peanut butter cup ice cream pie. It was like a mouthful. That one looked really good, but I think it's all gonna be. Hopefully, it's not melted. Oh, it melted. Sorry, babe. It's melted. Good thing it didn't leak out, but it's melted. Not terrible, but I don't have the freezer space to. You sure? Okay. 'Cause I moved some cake around.
No, sorry.
We got a freezer full of carrot cake if we bought dessert.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been eating. It's my birthday, and I wanted tiramisu. I love tiramisu, especially the one from the Alpine Inn. Look at this. Oh, and it might be upside down.
Oh wow, it melted big time.
Look at that.
I'm gonna get to work.
This is the best. The best. So good. Let's take a look at Chris's melted mess. It looked way better when we got it. But it took like over 30 minutes to get home, and then we had to stop and get gas. So, but I'm sure it's still yummy. Yeah. How is it?
amazing.
It's really good, huh?
Yeah. It's not on my diet at all.
All I could smell was peanut butter
Because it was melting.
on the way here. Oh yeah. It's right here though. Will be better. I got a little bit too much chocolate. Look at that. So good. Happy birthday to me. All right. We are going to finish our desserts, watch a little TV, and call it a night.
No fireworks?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about fireworks. It's going to be cold. And we did fireworks last year, and they literally didn't go off until like 11 p.m. Because it doesn't get dark here until like after 9. And yeah. And it was cold and rainy, and kind of don't want to do that again. I'd rather be warm and in my RV. So, and the dogs don't like fireworks. So, I mean, Everest doesn't like fireworks at all. She's terrified of them.
And the heater's not working in the car.
And the heater, we figured out today, as we were freezing our butts off, that the heater's not working in our car. But I think it's just the switch. I'm going to take a look at it tomorrow during the day when it's warmer. Oh, and I start work tomorrow. I start training to drive the chuck wagon. That's going to be fun. Yeah, so I'll probably do that tomorrow, do a little online work, try to fix the heater in the car. Won't be doing fireworks, even though I will be done with the chuck wagon before the fireworks go off in town, but I don't know. I'll probably just skip it.
I'm not going.
So, you're going to be working. He's going to be working at the restaurant. So, Huckleberry, you're going to have to be okay being by yourself, buddy. Yeah. So, we're going to call it a night. Now that I got the car fixed very quickly, much quicker than I expected, pretty awesome. Fixed it for free. Hopefully it doesn't act up again, but now I know that all I have to do is just tap on it with a hammer or screwdriver, unplug the cords, plug it back in, and it works fine, and it's easy to get to. So, got the car fixed, and today is an exciting day for me because I will be training to drive the chuck wagon tonight starting at 4. So at 4 o'clock I will go over to the lodge and meet with the driver that's going to be training me. His name is Alan. He's been a chuck wagon driver here for several years. I don't know him really well, but I know him well enough from the past 2 summers I worked here. Really nice guy. It'll be fun hanging out with him for a couple of hours and learning the ropes. And then I think I drive tomorrow night, and I'm either gonna have him or someone else in the truck with me, or I might be alone. I might be doing it by myself. I'm not 100% positive, but tonight I will be riding along and learning the ropes, and I will try and take the camera along with me. I probably will not have it like in Alan's face or anything. Me and Chris are very kind of we don't like to do that much, but I'll take the camera with me and I'll catch some things while I'm learning and while I'm training. The chuck wagon is a lot of fun. It is a very busy event that the Bluebell Lodge does. They do it every night, every day of the week. It is a lot of fun. The chuck wagon, it's a hayride. It's pulled by a truck, and we drive along down the wildlife loop for a tiny bit, and then we go off on a dirt gravel road that has a lot of great views. Sometimes we see bison, sometimes we see bighorn sheep. We always see prairie dogs, and we stop and give basically like a tour. I will just be driving. The chuck wagon will actually have an entertainer on board that plays the guitar and sings songs, and he does a little tour, basically like a tour guide. Like he tells some facts and some history of the park and different things, and it's just a really fun event. And then we take them, after we do the little scenic loop, we take them down into a really pretty private valley. No one else in the park is allowed to go there. So it's a very neat experience, because you get to see a side of the park that you would not see if you were to just drive around and do it yourself. So we take them down there in that valley. I have a really awesome cookout with entertainment. Basically all the entertainers get together and they sing as a group, and they sing songs, and they'll do some requests, and there's some dancing. Lots of fun for kids and families, and also adults. Sometimes, I mean, you might think, oh, it might be like a little corny and just a family thing, but it is a lot of fun, even if you're just an adult. It's just you and your spouse, or you and a friend, or girls' night or guys' night or whatever. It's a lot of fun for everyone. Great food. Get a choice between a steak or a burger, or if you're a vegetarian, a veggie burger, and all the fixins go with it. Just a really good time. It is almost 4 o'clock. I just finished getting ready for work, and now I am driving the car down to where the chuck wagons are, and I'm going to learn how to hitch up the trucks and the wagons and then pull it over to the lodge. Well, we got the wagons all hitched up, and we fluffed up the hay that's in the back of the wagons, dusted off the seats, made sure all the lights worked and the wheels were tight, and we drove them over to the lodge. So I pulled the wagon over there by myself over to the lodge, easy peasy, and now we are just waiting for all the guests to arrive. It's just after 5 p.m. and we take off at 5:30. It is Saturday. We have now officially been here 1 whole week and gotten settled in, and we've had some things change that we'll talk on later. But today I am going to go horseback riding. It has been literally since October. It's been 8 months.
South Dakota?
Yes, lots of horses. And I have a friend that I made last year. She's awesome, and she has this Arabian mare that I absolutely fell in love with last year. Can't believe I've ever said I fell in love with a mare, but I love this mare. She's pretty amazing.
Tell everybody what a mare is.
A mare is a female horse, I think. I would think most people would know that, but I guess there probably are some that don't, but that is a female horse. And she's literally one of the best trail horses, if not the best trail horse I've ever ridden. And so I'm going to go ride with my friend Shannon today. She's got a new horse, and last year she had a second horse, but he wasn't really a trail horse. So now she's got a second trail horse, so now we can really officially go riding together. So I'm really excited, and I've got more time off this year that I can go see her on the weekends when she has more time available to ride. So I'm gonna head out that way right now. So excited to be here. Like I said earlier, I haven't ridden in like 8 months since the last time I was here at the end of October, and yeah, can't wait. Have to go find the horses out in this huge paddock behind me. And Shannon should be here in a few minutes. She's got some new horses. And Joy, who's the Arabian mare that I ride, and she's got some llamas. This is Mr. T that's pacing back behind me. He wants me to come say hi to him, so I'll go do that right now. Hopefully he doesn't try and spit on me. He never has, so they're pretty friendly. So let's go say hi to him. Hi. Hi, Mr. T. Hello. Hello. Yes, you're a handsome boy. Yes, you are handsome. Yes, you are. No? No pets? No pets? Shannon has a female llama over here that is literally, she is so sweet. Oh, and here she is. She looks a lot like Mr. T. I forgot her name, though. I feel bad, but she is a sweetheart. She's got a lot of sheep and goats, too. Here, turn the camera around. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Hi. Oh, don't. You saying hi, or are you gonna spit?
Huh? Yeah? Hi, goats. Hi, goats. Hello. Hi. Little baby goat. Little baby goat. Little baby goat. Hi. They're all so friendly. Oh, you got a twin. I hear ya, sheeps. All the sheeps. Hello. Hello. Hello.
What a fun ride, and I've totally got helmet head. I wear a helmet when I ride, and it made my bangs all sort of crazy. It got hot. It got hot today, but man, what a nice ride. Shannon got a new horse this year, and he is gorgeous. He's almost jet black. He's like a really, really, really dark bay or dark brown, almost black, and he did really well. I mean, he's mostly used to, he's a carriage horse. He's an ex-Amish carriage horse, and that's what he's really used to. He is broke to a saddle as well, and he did really good. He wanted to ride in the road mostly, I think, because that's what he did. That's what he grew up doing, was pulling a carriage on a road. And so he preferred to be on the road, and I was trying to get him used to walking in the grass. But when we were on the trails, he did amazing. Like, he did really good. The only time he ever spooked was we were on the side of the road and a truck came flying by, and I thought he was going to be fine with traffic because he's an ex-carriage horse, you know, that's what they do. They're around traffic. But when you're pulling a carriage, the horses wear blinders so they can't see what's behind them and what comes up next to them. So we're out riding, you know, no blinders, and this truck comes out of nowhere, you know, hauling butt up the road, and it kind of spooked him. He, you know, his spook was not bad at all, and I can handle that. That's not a big deal. It's only horses that blow up that I don't want to be on, and he never felt like he was going to do that at all. So I think he's a really good horse. I think he's a keeper. I'm going to be so sore, and I just found out that I have to drive the chuck wagon again tonight. So I got to go home to the RV, shower really quick. I'm going to throw a hat on because I don't have time to do anything with my hair. And get ready for the chuck wagon. I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow. I'm gonna be so sore because I haven't ridden in 8 months, and we did a lot. Gosh, we probably rode at least 5 or 6 miles, I would say. I didn't track it, but we rode for a while, for a few hours. So a lot of fun. This is my first night driving the chuck wagon by myself without training. Having a lot of fun. We have Lily, the entertainer. She is great. She's hilarious. Really nice girl. And it's been a great day. Got to go horseback riding earlier. Now I'm driving the chuck wagon. I'm exhausted, but I brought some coffee with me and ready to have a steak for dinner, because I've hardly eaten all day. I've snacked, and but man, this has been an awesome day. It just makes me happy that we came here to South Dakota, and I'm really enjoying doing the chuck wagon. The people are awesome. I love driving the park and spotting the animals. We just saw an antelope. Unfortunately, the bison are not on this end of the park right now. They're at the northern end. But that's okay. You know, it's still so much beauty to see, and the chuck wagon is so much fun. You have a great entertainer when you're on the wagon, you know, and then you get to have a great dinner afterwards. It's just a really good time, and I'm really enjoying doing it.
One of the things that we were really questioning when we came back out here, because we had the lights come on in the dashboard, and then we had the hailstorm, and then we get here and I wasn't really making a whole lot of money. as a server, things that were just doubts that we were having. One of the things that we really missed about home was our church community, and I think Lindsay's talked about that in past times, about how we went to church as much as we could, and it's just really good to be there. Well, there's a chapel here where they usually use things. It's an outdoor chapel where it's usually just weddings, and that's how it's been the last 2 years. There's not been anything other than weddings there. And we show up, and this year there's actually a mission group that's there that has Sunday morning service. So it's kind of cool that one of the things that we were really worried about leaving behind was waiting for us as soon as we got here. So we're going to go to church right now.
Yay. And take the dogs. We could take the dogs to church. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so I just finished my online work for today, and I don't have to drive the chuck wagon tonight. So me and the dogs, we are going to go for a ride, a nice little ride around the park. We're going to do one of my favorite loops. I don't remember the names of the roads, but there is a road off the wildlife loop that basically starts in Custer State Park and then ends up in Wind Cave National Park, and it makes this big loop. It's a dirt gravel road, makes this big loop, and it goes through Wind Cave, and then it turns into, I believe it turns into one of the national park road number 5 or something like that. And it's where I usually see the most wildlife. I usually see coyotes, burrowing owls, I see badgers, sometimes I've seen elk out there, lots of I see mostly, I don't see white-tailed deer, but I'll see the mule deer out there. So yeah, so we're gonna go explore a little bit. We always see prairie dogs. That gets the dogs all excited when they see the prairie dogs. So we're gonna go do that. So I just parked at the spot that, really the only spot that I found burrowing owls at last year. And I remember the hole they were in. They were right in this general area. So I'm gonna wait and see if one pops its head out. I don't really know. I don't think they winter here. I'm pretty sure they go south in the winter. And then they come back here in the summer, spring and summer. I don't know if they go back to the exact same hole, but they take over, basically. They take over abandoned prairie dog holes. That's what they do. And they usually just sit right at the top of the hole and they peek their head out. Sometimes they'll stand on top, on the top of the mound. And look around, and a lot of times you'll see birds flying in and out, and you'll see the birds laying on the ground, and that's usually a burrowing owl. Haven't seen any yet, but I'm looking pretty much in the exact spot that I remember seeing them last year. So, gonna wait, be patient, and hopefully they came back here. Get my camera. Take this lens off and put this bad boy on. Zooms in, zooms out, and zooms in much further. This will help me basically act like binoculars and see if I see any birds out here, any owls. Just see a tuft of grass. It's not a burrowing owlhead. Oh, there is a bird there. There is something sitting there. I was right. There is a bird sitting on that mound. There's something there. I see something, but it's not. It's still too far away. My eyes might be fooling me. It might be a rock. Which happens to me a lot. Yeah. It's just a rock. Ay. Got my hopes up. Well, let me zoom in on some of these other holes. I just can't do it with my glasses on. No, just prairie dogs. Well, fortunately, I don't have a lot of patience. It's one of my downfalls with wildlife photography. There's just like so much to see, you know, so many different places to go. There's something running. There's a coyote. Literally, there's a coyote. Let's go check him out. Hold on. He's running right over here. I usually see coyotes out of here. He's on a mission. He is gone. He took off. Yeah, he's gone. There's another car pulled up. But that coyote took off. The prairie dogs aren't even afraid of him. They're just still out of their burrows. But yeah, he's still... It's like my dream on my bucket list. Not my dream, but on my bucket list to find a badger and a coyote working together to get a prairie dog. Because they do that. They will team up. And I want to see that. I think that would be so cool. He's still hanging out over there. He kind of slowed down, but he's way out there. So, won't show up on camera. But cool that I saw that. Still no signs of owls. There used to be one over on this side of the road too last year that I saw. But like I said, I don't know if they return to the same hole every year. No signs of burrowing owls here right now. So we're going to continue on. I would like to do the loop into the back into Custer State Park. And we're kind of starting to lose daylight here. So let's get going. It literally just takes my breath away every time I see it. This drive never gets old. Absolutely, probably one of my favorite drives in this area. It's NPS, National Park Service Road 5 to National Park Service Road 6 in Wind Cave. And oh my gosh. It's a must do. You can do it basically in any vehicle. The roads are they're in really nice gravel dirt roads that are maintained for the most part. There was a couple big potholes. But other than that, very easy to do in my CRV. You can do it in a car, sedan, whatever you have. Must do it if you're out here. Must. Beautiful antelope buck right over here. There's also a bison out beyond this hill. Did not think this was going to happen. I just found elk. pretty wild. So cool. Look at this. And I'm pretty sure it's $3 or $4. This is awesome. They're looking at me. Right out there. Little dots. Because I can't zoom in very far on this camera. But definitely elk. Rare find. A rare find. That's pretty awesome. They're looking at me. They're a little worried. Let's see if I can get a picture. Yep, just as I suspected, big bull elk. Big set of antlers on them. Still growing. It won't be rutting season until September. So, still got a little bit to go to grow. But there's about four bull elk. I'll pull them up on my camera here. Well, pretty sure I found a burrowing owl. He's in the Custer State Park side. I just crossed the fence a minute ago and saw a bird flying bigger than a normal meadowlark or a robin. And he landed on a hole, on a prairie dog hole, but he's way out there. Way out there. But he's definitely pretty positive it's a burrowing owl, but I'm not going to be able to show it on camera. And I'm not going to be able to hike out there. I mean, I might be able to one day, but not with the dogs in the car. And I mean, he's way out there. I'm looking at him right now. Definitely looks like an owl. We'll have to come back. Well, it has definitely been fun driving around tonight. Saw a lot. Saw more than what I expected to see and saw less than what I wanted to see. Surprised, saw elk. Didn't see the burrowing owls where I wanted to see them, but I did find one. So that's exciting. I know where to look now, or I know where to come back to. But the sun is starting to set and it's going to get dark soon, and I don't like driving in the dark. So it is time to head back. So how about it, dogs? Do you have fun? Did you have fun? Yeah, it's time to head home. Chris will be home soon. He gets off, or the lodge closes at 8, it's almost 8 o'clock now. And he'll be home hopefully soon after that. Well, today is Thursday, and it's one of Chris's days off. He has Thursdays and Sundays off. I have most days off, except for the nights that I drive the chuck wagon, which is usually on the weekends. I think I'm going to be driving mostly Friday and Monday and possibly some Wednesdays, some Saturdays. So just depends on how busy it is and what drivers we have. But today is our official day off together, and we need to run into Rapid City. We are gonna run to Walmart. There are 2 Walmarts in Rapid City, and we are gonna do our probably every 2 week, maybe every week, but I think every 2 week grocery run and stock up on some things. Just basically stuff that is cheaper there than it is in town here in Custer. We took you to the local grocery store. Well, now we're gonna take you to boring Wally World, but also Rapid City. And we also have our appointment made to get the hail damage checked out on our car. So we're gonna find out today. Hopefully today, maybe we'll find out tomorrow, but we're gonna have the adjuster look at the car and see if it might be totaled, or get the estimate on what it's going to cost to get that fixed, and see if the car gets totaled. If it gets totaled, we are gonna most likely buy the car back. Obviously, we're gonna keep the car. The damage isn't that bad. It's mostly cosmetic, or it is cosmetic. It's not mostly, it's all cosmetic. And we either, just keep the money and keep the damage, just keep the damage and not get it fixed, or we get it fixed. We'll see how that turns out, but we will take you along with us. So the best way, or our favorite way to get to Rapid City, and the quickest way to get to Rapid City, is to drive through
basically the northern part of Custer State Park, or I guess maybe not northern because we don't take Needles Highway. That would probably be considered the northern end of the park, but we drive through the middle of the park. We go past 2 more of the lodges. The next closest lodge to where we are at Bluebell is Legion Lake, and then we get to drive past the really historic lodge, which is State Game Lodge. The State Game Lodge is actually where President Coolidge would vacation way back years ago. So a lot of history there, really beautiful lodge, beautiful area. It's also a great place to see bighorn sheep. A lot of times in the morning or in the evening, you will see them like a herd of females and their babies out on the road. They like to lick the salt and the minerals off the basically off the road. So yeah, so if you want to see bighorn sheep, I highly suggest driving to the State Game Lodge area. Probably in the morning. Mostly in the morning is when I see them. Not super early, but you know, early to mid-morning. Great time to see the bighorn sheep. Can almost always see them on or near the road then. It's also the place to go to if you want to do the Jeep rides in the park. State Game Lodge and the Creekside Lodge, which is a smaller lodge next door to State Game. I actually consider it as part of State Game, but they call it Creekside Lodge. They do the Jeep rides through the park. So much fun. They know where the bison are, so you're basically almost guaranteed to see bison when you book those Jeep rides. They know pretty much where they are and where most of the good animal sightings are. So great thing to do in the park. I think there's different trips you can do. You can do early morning rides, or you can book the last ride of the day, and that will take you to the Bluebell Chuck Wagon cookout. So that's a lot of fun. I think that costs a little extra to have that dinner included, but it's a great time. Me and Chris have done it, and yeah.
I look forward to it this year.
Look for it, yeah, we will be doing that this year. Lots of fun there, especially along with the Bluebell Chuck Wagon as well. But yeah, beautiful area, and that's to us the best way to get to Rapid City. Like I said earlier in the video, it takes us about an hour to get to Rapid City, mostly because we have to drive through the park, but it's a beautiful drive. I love it, honestly. Probably the best hour drive to get to Walmart anywhere in the U.S. So you're saying a half hour now?
No, the second half hour is boring.
It does. So once we get out of the park and we get on Highway 79, it gets really flat and prairie-like.
And the temperatures are always hotter.
It's very,
10 to 15 degrees hotter.
So Rapid City is basically, it's north of us, and it's in what you would call the plains, or you call it the plains. So it's not in the mountains, so it's very flat, not a lot to see there, and yes, because of that, because it's not in the mountains, it gets hot. So it can get really hot in Rapid City, whereas in Custer it stays much cooler because we're higher elevation. And yeah, so pretty much the nicest, prettiest half-hour drive to get to Wally World in America. I think so, anyways. We just finished shopping at Walmart, and I didn't take the camera in because it's Walmart. Everyone has seen a Walmart and has been inside of Walmart. And wow, was it crazy busy in there. My goodness. Yeah, it took a longer trip than expected, and now we have our appointment at 2 o'clock to get the car looked at for the hail damage. It is 10 till 2 right now. So we're waiting to get a propane tank, and I think Chris might be waiting for a while because this place is it's slammed. It's so busy. It's just insane. But hopefully he gets that figured out in less than 10 minutes. Thankfully, the hail repair place is not far from here. It's just a quick little 5 to 8 minute drive away. So yeah, we're on our way there next. We just finished up
all of our tasks in town in Rapid City.
Rapid City.
Chris is calling it Crapid City. Traffic was terrible today.
And
A lady almost backed into us at the parking lot. And yeah. Anyways, got news on the car. Don't know if we want to share it quite yet.
We don't know.
We don't. Yeah, the guy looked at it.
The guy said it looked pretty bad.
Yeah. So we have an idea.
But he's not the insurance company, so
Right,
until the
so-
insurance company gets his report.
Correct. So we have a couple of days. Progressive's going to look over what he wrote down and what his estimate was, and then tell us, what's going on. So got that all done, and now we are taking the scenic route back home to Custer State Park. One of our favorite drives. So scenic route. This is 16, right? So it's part of
This is
Iron Mountain Road.
yeah. Well, it feeds into
It
it.
feeds into Iron Mountain Road. So
And
if
this
you
is
ever-
when we daydream and think about life, and if
think
we
about
had money,
life in the Black Hills.
this is where we would find a
Piece of property.
piece of property. Seasonally, we could only do maybe May,
We'd not want to do
June-ish
winter.
to
We
September.
would not want to do winter here.
We made
That's
it
for
till
sure.
the end of October last season, and that was pushing it. And that was a warm October.
Right.
We definitely wouldn't do winter, but it would be a wonderful, wonderful seasonal place to be here. The end of spring, all of summer, the first part of fall, and this is really the area. As nice as the park is, and there are some pieces of property that butt up right next to Custer State Park.
Yeah.
This is more of the area we daydream,
Yeah.
like a lot of people like. If we work hard and things go our way sometimes, and God wills it, then
Maybe one day.
maybe one day. So I enjoy this drive just to daydream. Turn the music up, roll the windows down.
Yeah.
It's a rare thing that we talk into the camera on this road.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, we have made it home, and on the way out of Crapid City, we picked up some delicious Thai food from a favorite Thai restaurant in town. Actually, the only Thai restaurant in town, but it's really good. Really good Thai food there. And I love Thai. Haven't had it in a while, or I guess since Florida. And then before that, there's literally no Thai food can be found in Baja. If there is a place somewhere, I don't know of it. But yeah, so love me some Thai. So we picked up Thai food for dinner. Now we're gonna go let the dogs out. We did not take them with us today just because we had the hail appointment, and because it was 97 degrees, and don't want to leave the dogs in the car when it's that hot. Definitely don't. So they had to stay put in the RV today. About to let them out now.
you ready for crazy? Wait.
No, that's not gonna happen. Woo! Woo! He's a crazy boy.
Down. Down. Go potty, buddy.
He's a crazy boy.
Peeing. Go potty.
Go potty. Go potty. We're gonna go potty. Come on. Let's go potty. That's a good boy. He went potty. Hey, come here.
Go your mama. Hey,
Come
go
here.
your mom.
This is what he does. Sits on my feet. Well, now it's time. We're gonna end this video right here. We are gonna take our delicious Thai food inside and just chill for the rest of the day. It's been kind of a long day. I got a lot done. Lots of groceries to unpack. Because we stocked up, because hopefully we don't have to go back into town until August. That's what we're hoping for. So, yeah, gotta unpack all that and then eat our food and watch some TV and just chill out for the rest of the day. Thanks for coming along with us.
An action-packed week brought us delicious food, lots of wildlife, beautiful drives, and a fun new job. There is no doubt that this is one of our favorite places to live and work, if we have to.